Shalom, call halal, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. That's giving all praise to the Most High. In the name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. My name is Ibar from the Prophets in Babylon camp down here in Tampa, Florida. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles who taught us His truth and truth of sincerity. It's like the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us His truth and truth of sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. And real quick, I want to touch on this video. You see on the screen, these creatures that was found in the ocean. It says unknown animal found in ocean. Okay, and they got teeth, man. Okay, they got teeth like fucking baby demogorgons, man. And this is why the Lord is to be feared, because ultimately He's about to do a marvelous thing in this earth, something you've never seen before. We are in an unprecedented time. Okay, you got a lot of toxins in the water. Then not to mention you got Esau, splicing animals, DNAs and stuff. He's messing with DNAs. So you got a lot of different stuff that's going to be out there, newly created creatures that's going to be coming out of the woodworks. Okay, and they're going to be to devour and destroy the wicked. You 2/3 Jakes and you heathens, man. Okay, so let's go into it. It says, what the fuck, newly created creatures, beasts out here to slay the wicked. Imagine the daddy of these motherfuckers deep in the depths of the ocean. And that's, can you imagine, what created these, or what his parents look like. And they probably lay, hundreds, if not thousands of these things, whether they come in eggs or whatever. And then you can imagine, a swarm of them at the bottom of the ocean, man. Imagine a swarm of them at the bottom of the ocean. And they probably get pretty huge. Who knows? Nobody knows. And I went through the comments to see if anybody knew. Everybody kept saying Stranger Things. Okay, and we are definitely in the time of Stranger Things, which, that's pretty spiritual. So this is the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 11, verse 17. For the almighty hand that made the world of matter without form wanted not means to send among them a multitude of bears or fierce lions or unknown wild beasts full of rage, newly created. So we coming into a time where there's going to be newly created beasts out here full of rage, okay? Full of rage. You're going to see some shit out here in these times, man, that you never seen before. And a lot of people going to start giving up the ghost, man, okay? Or unknown wild beast, okay? Animals that are not tamed. You can't just, you don't know how to deal with it, Full of rage. They're upset. They're angry. They roar, a damn monster, man. Newly created, breathing out either a fiery vapor or filthy scents of scattered smoke, or shooting horrible sparks out of their eyes. So you can have creatures out here doing, some miraculous things, man. You can have these creatures out here doing some scary things, and then you're gonna know in that time that, hey, man, a prophet has been among you. The prophet's been warning you this time's to come. We're coming into a time like never before. Like I said, unprecedented. It says, verse 19, whereof not only the harm might dispatch them at once, but also the terrible sight utterly destroy them. So imagine you in the water. I saw a video the other couple of days ago. Somebody was in the water and they had their phone on the water, and they happened to move the phone in the water, and they moved the phone in a certain the direction of the water, and there was a shark right up on their ass, man. If you see that, you'll be terrified. There was another video of a man. He was sitting on a truck in the desert or whatever, over the probably in Africa or something. And he's sitting on the truck. He's looking one way. You see this large, female lion coming up on the side of him, looking him dead, dead in the face. And he looks back at it. He just like, you can see the immediate shock and fear, course through his body. Imagine, seeing a situation like that, but except the creature, you can't even identify what the fuck it is, man. And they got that movie out, The Mist. Okay, it's on Netflix. Go watch that movie, The Mist, if you have not watched it. You had creatures in the mist, man. That was, it had tentacles and shit. That was grabbing people, tearing people up. Newly created beast. Okay, and this is and that's ultimately what this video reminded me of. The movie, the Mist. Okay, and these things got teeth, man. What you think they're gonna do with these teeth? You're gonna start ripping, tearing that flesh, man. Okay, tearing that flesh. But like I said, and then that movie, The Mist, She said how um the God of the Israelites is a stern and vengeful God. Okay, and the Lord is, and that's the truth. The Lord is very stern and vengeful. He wants to bring judgment upon the wicked, man. He wants to see you wicked niggas and you heathens be mutilated in the most spontaneous way, man. Okay, and that's why the Lord's going to bring all judgment upon us. Because you got Leviathan out and in the depths of those waters, that's going to come out. Okay, Matthew chapter 24, verse 21, it says, "For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be." So we coming into a time of trouble, of tribulation, turbulence, worse than the time ever before in history, man. It's gonna be a bumpy transition. It says, "And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days were shortened," man. So because for the elect's sake, the Lord is shortening these days. He's speeding up the times. But in the midst of that, we're seeing a lot of different, crazy things and, new, types of creatures and stuff, and especially in the time right now where you have people, everybody has a camera, man. Okay, everybody has a camera on their phone. It's technology, and what do they do with it? They're going to report. So if you see something out of the ordinary, people see something out of the ordinary, they report it, and then it may go viral all over the internet. I remember a couple months ago, it was a damn maged coyote down here in Florida, and people didn't know what it was. They thought it was a whole new creature. But it was really just a maged coyote, with, which means like his fur was all like fucked up and shit. So far away you couldn't really identify it. It looked huge. It looked weird. It looked like one of those dogs off of I Am Legend. Okay, but they found out it was just a damn coyote. But we coming to a time where you're gonna start actually seeing shit that you can't even identify, man, and then you gonna know. That God is real, man. You're gonna know that there's a true power out there that created that. Okay, so with that being said, I'm gonna say Shalom, Kwame Sharala, Abba Ball, Princess was edifies and hopeful. Like real quick on my break. Kwame Sharala, Abba Ball, and once again, Shalom.